Hi, hello, and welcome back to a little bit of everything with Lava. I'm going to make my pointless rants a series, and we're gonna call it What's Lava Mad About Today? So, what am I mad about today? Aesthetics. Now, before you attack me, I don't have a problem with aesthetics. Some are really cute, it's nice to see. I even said in my own videos that making things more aesthetic motivates me. But I feel like as days pass, people are becoming so obsessed with aesthetics that it's getting unhealthy. Let me tell you why. There are so many YouTube videos on how to be aesthetic. And you know what my problem is with these videos? Every now and then in the video they're like, oh, but make sure to be yourself, don't be like everyone else, originality is important. But then they literally tell you, oh, do this, don't do this, for everything from the way you dress to the way you text. I saw in a video that literally said using this type of smiley face is aesthetic and using emojis is not. I use that type of smiley face because I like it. I've never looked at a text message and thought to myself, oh my god, this person is so aesthetic. Does that also mean texting in all small letters is aesthetic? I swear, if you're one of those people that take your time to uncapitalize the letters on your phone before you send a text, you are literally the most annoying person ever, I'm sorry. There's nothing aesthetic about it and it doesn't make you cooler than everyone else. Anyways, do you see what I mean? You can never be yourself and be aesthetic if being aesthetic puts so many restrictions on what you can and cannot do. These aesthetics also feel like they're only for a certain group of people. Have you noticed that skinny, white-skinned girls are aesthetic? I mean, if you search up aesthetic girl on Google Images, that's literally all you see. So then you go and buy the same clothes as these girls, do your makeup like these girls, do your hair like these girls, but you never end up looking like them, and so then you start to think there's something wrong with you. Some of the aesthetic clothes and styles only look good on tall, skinny girls, or at least we're made to feel that way. Also, you don't have to stick to one aesthetic. It's okay to dress up like Barbie one day and then wear sweats the next. Wait, is that even an aesthetic? You get what I mean though. I feel like people make aesthetics their entire identity when your identity should be determined by your personality, not by the things that you wear and use. But this problem goes far beyond just looks. It kind of feels like we're trying so hard to make certain aspects of our lives so aesthetic. As a young girl, I would want so many things that I couldn't have, like an all-white room with marble furniture like the girls that I was seeing on YouTube. And it blinded me to the fact that the furniture I already had was really pretty. But just the fact that everything wasn't the same color made me feel like it was ugly. And I needed to replace everything in my room. When you search up aesthetic room on Google, you get an all-white room with plants hanging and random cutouts of printed pictures stuck on the wall. And so when your room doesn't feel like that, it feels like there's something wrong. It's like that for everything. This whole aesthetic thing makes normal things look bad. Let's talk about aesthetic skincare. I see TikToks where girls put a million things on their face and all of their products have such cute packaging. This is my skincare. This fat tub of Cetaphil. There's nothing aesthetic about it. I tried using sheet masks for the aesthetic of it and it made me break out really badly. So, don't buy skincare just because some random person told you it's aesthetic. Buy it because you did your research and you found out that it works for your skin. Now, how about food? My Tamil mom's food is anything but aesthetic. It's delicious, but it's not always the most visually appealing thing. We had to try so hard to plate things nicely whenever I put my food in my videos. I don't have pancakes with fruits and syrup on it every day, or an organized fruit bowl, or whatever food you guys find aesthetic. But then why do YouTubers and people on Instagram make it seem like their food is color coordinated every single day? Like, do you guys not eat normal people food? And now stationery. Guys, I don't care what anyone says, mild liners are a ripoff. I saw every single stationery and bullet journal YouTuber have these, and they made it look like it was the most special thing in the world. Like, ooh, pastel colors. But when I got an Indigo gift card, I went and spent all the money on these. And let me tell you, there is no difference between these two or these two, except for the fact that one costs much less than the other. If you look at it super closely, I guess these are a lot lighter than these, but it's so light to the point where sometimes I can't even see it on my page without tracing over it a second time. The only unique ones that I got are these two, and I'm sure I could have found it somewhere else from a different brand for much cheaper, because these cost so much for no reason. I already had a bunch of highlighters, but I was made to feel like my notes just wouldn't be pretty unless I had these. And it's like we're so focused sometimes on how pretty our notes look that we forget to even make them functional. Like sometimes my most useful notes are the ones that look like chicken scratch. Yes, making pretty notes is fun, but just think about it. Just like the mild liner highlighters, there are so many other things that you apparently need to be aesthetic. For example, you need mason jars and metal straws to drink your water or your iced coffee. This is what I drink my tea in. My mom yells at me for putting this in my videos because she's embarrassed that we still use this. But I promise you, hot tea or milk in this just tastes so much better. And are you telling me you don't have other glassware at home that you need to go and spend an unreasonable amount of money on a mason jar? There's also these crankin' school bags. They're so small, what do you even put in them? Or scrunchies. I thought people stopped caring about them, but apparently they're still a thing and they're aesthetic. The list just goes on. And you know what? I don't have a problem with people buying these things because they like it. I have a problem with being made to feel like I need these things to look pretty, to have a pretty room, to have pretty notes, to have nice looking food. Because you know what the biggest issue is? Money. A lot of these aesthetic people have money you don't have to buy the things that you don't have. All of the videos on YouTube are always titled things you need to be aesthetic or aesthetic things you need to buy now. And honestly, you don't need anything. Do you ever watch someone's vlog and wonder how their daily lives are just so aesthetic? Do you really think they're effortlessly aesthetic like that? When I had to make these videos, I'm not even gonna lie, I struggled so much to try and make each clip look aesthetic, and even then I felt like it wasn't nearly as aesthetic as the videos that I used to watch as a child. I don't have my LED lights on every day or a candle lit up next to me. I don't wake up gracefully or have a pretty breakfast bowl every morning. I'm a normal person, and so are most of these other people on YouTube. So just watch these videos because they're satisfying. Don't watch them to compare your life with them. And it's the same thing with Instagram and TikTok. Having an aesthetic feed has become such an obsession. All of these influencers go to such pretty places and take pictures with different backgrounds every single day, and they edit them so that all of their pictures are color coordinated. And you end up sitting around wondering why all of your pictures are from your room using the same background. The worst thing is, I feel like the group that this thing is mainly affecting are kids, specifically little girls. Like guys, up until grade 9, we literally wore Walmart clothes and some of us still played with action figures. And today, you guys are on TikTok dressing up and acting like 18-year-olds and worrying so much about the way you look. Like you're literally a baby. Stop comparing yourself to a 20-year-old. You'll look like them or even better when you hit that age. I'm not shaming people for the way they're acting or what they're wearing. I just feel like social media is making kids grow up way too fast nowadays. But that's a topic for another day. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, sometimes aesthetic is just basic. Wear what you like, decorate your rooms the way that you like, eat what you like. Don't feel like you need to be a certain way to fit into an image that some random person created someday. Anyways, that brings me to the end of my video. If you stayed to this point, comment oranges. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next Sunday. Actually, I have a lot of stuff to get done this week, so I might not post next Sunday. So if that's the case, I'll see you next Sunday at 12 in another episode of A Little Bit of Everything with Lava. Bye!